Welcome to Brookvale Media.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikita from Brookvale Media. Today I will be telling you all about narwhals. I hope you enjoy this production. Narwhals, also known as the unicorns of the sea, have large and long horns. The horn is actually a tooth that grows out of their mouth. It usually grows to about 10 feet. To communicate, they make clicking sounds. The oldest narwhal was 125 years old. Their main diet is fish, squid, and shrimp. The predators of narwhals are usually polar bears and orcas. Narwhals are found in Canada, Greenland, Norway, and Russia. Their tusks are used for hitting fish while hunting them. The native European people were one of the first people to see the narwhals. Narwhals also have a scientific name. It is Monodon monoceros. They can change color as they age. Usually, male narwhals grow the horns or tusks, and only some females have them. Also, 75% of narwhals are found in the Canadian Arctic. Did you know that Vikings thought that the tusks of narwhals were unicorn horns? They traded with a lot of people saying that it was unicorn horns. Here's another fact. Did you know that narwhal's skin is rich in vitamin C? This way, they always stay healthy. Some narwhals can also have 2 tusks. I hope you learned something new today about narwhals. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brookvale Media. Thanks for watching! Get ready to meet the most magical creature you never knew existed. Part salamander, part superhero, and 100% awesome, the axolotl. Hello everyone, my name is Nikita, and today I will be telling you all about axolotls. I hope you enjoyed this production. So, what is an axolotl? No, it is not a Pokemon character, even though it could be. It is actually a real animal, and it is as cool as it sounds. Axolotls are not the average salamanders you think of. These guys are like the Peter Pans of the animal world, as they never grow up. This is called neoteny, which means they stay in their larval stage forever. Axolotls have fluffy gills that are slightly spiky. These awesome creatures can regrow any body part. Imagine falling off your skateboard and scraping your knee. If you were an axolotl, you would just say, "No big deal, I'll grow a new one anyways." Axolotls also have unique looks. They come in an assortment of colors too. In the wild, some are black or brown, blending in with the environment. However, some axolotls are luteistic, which means they have a pinkish-white body and fluffy pink gills that make them look like smiling water dragons. Sadly, these creatures are critically endangered. They live in lakes in Mexico, like Lake Xochimilco, but their homes are shrinking due to pollution and habitat destruction. But don't worry, scientists and conservationists are working hard to save them. Plus, axolotls are superstars in aquariums worldwide, getting lots of love and care. I hope you learned something new about axolotls today. They are interesting and amazing little creatures. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brookvale Media. Thanks for watching!
My name is Caitlin, and today we will be talking about Yellowstone National Park. On March 1st, 1872, Yellowstone became the first national park for all to enjoy the unique hydrothermal and geological features. The concept of national parks was one of the most popular ideas the United States ever produced. It stemmed from the desire to protect special places for visitors' present and future enjoyment. The purpose of national parks was to protect special places from people who want to build on them. Now, the purpose of national parks has changed to include sites that record human history, educate, and elevate the quality of life. President Grant signed the bill designating 2.2 million acres of land as a public park for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. This land was so big it reached into 3 states, Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Yellowstone also has geysers. It was determined that 1,283 geysers have been recorded as erupting in Yellowstone. This is truly incredible when all the rest of the world's geysers combine number less than 500. Old Faithful, as a famous geyser, erupts more frequently than any of the other big geysers, although it is not the largest or most regular geyser in Yellowstone National Park. An eruption lasts 1.5 to 5 minutes. It reaches a height of 106 to 184 feet, 3 to 55 millimeters. Old Faithful Geyser has an average temperature of 169. It reaches a height of 106 to 184 feet, 30 to 55 meters. Old Faithful Geyser has an average temperature of 169.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 76.5 degrees Celsius. The park's plentiful and diverse wild animals are as famous as its geysers. There are nearly 300 species of birds, 16 species of fish, 5 species of amphibians, 6 species of reptiles, and 67 species of mammals, including 7 native ungulate species and 2 bear species. Yellowstone is truly an amazing place for visitors from young to old. There are so many amazing facts and research about Yellowstone, including how important predators such as wolves rebalance the ecosystem, that Yellowstone is a supervolcano, or that Native Americans were here for at least 11,000 years. There are also so many beautiful landscapes, wildlife, and spectacular geysers that you can see something new every time you visit. I hope you have a chance to visit this national park. And as a reminder, 4th graders can get a pass to visit any national lands for free. Thanks for listening!
Hello, my name is Rahi and today I'm going to tell you about Lake Erie. Have you ever heard of this huge lake before? If you were a fish swimming in the dark, cold, murky waters of the lake, in some places you would not even be able to breathe. Low oxygen zones, or dead zones, are all over Lake Erie. In these dark and empty spaces, you would see absolutely nothing. No plants or animals can survive in dead zones. Lake Erie is located in an amazing state. Thanks to the weather, plants, and animals, humans can rely on the lake for food and water. The lake is located on the international boundary between Canada and the United States. On the other hand, it borders Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and the Canadian province of Ontario. A province is an administrative division of certain countries and empires. Lake Erie has a weird history and is incredibly old. Lake Erie's basin was pushed out between 1 million and 12,600 years ago. Also, many glaciers during the last ice age changed the size and shape of the Lake Erie basin. In addition, the rocks out of which the basin is made of are Devonian, about 400 million years old, and have formed in a tropical reef environment. Another interesting fact is that Lake Erie is a 4,000-year-old and is the 4th largest of all the Great Lakes. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources states that Lake Erie has 3 basins. The shallow western basin has a depth of 30 feet, the central basin has a depth of 60 feet, and there is the cold and dark 200 feet eastern basin. According to the New York Sea Grant, Lake Erie also has many wetlands, islands, beaches, and bays. Lake Erie houses more than 1 million jobs. Imagine how many people must be depending on it. Lake Erie is a particularly important asset to the towns situated near it. And the Sea Grant, Michigan reported that Lake Erie has the largest fishery of any lake. It gives many people jobs. It is an important shipping route. It provides hydroelectric power. It is a source of fresh water. It is a religious place, a recreational destination, and a crucial natural habitat which it has influence on the regional climate. And it is currently ongoing environmental defense. Lake Erie has some super weird and crazy facts. Did you know that in winter, the water drifts back to the extent that almost half of the land that is supposed to be underwater can be seen? Lake Erie has a harmful algal blooms, is known for having low oxygen zones or dead zones, has invasive animals, which messes up its balance, and salt mines there stretch out under Lake Erie. Also, under Lake Erie, there are 3 trillion cubic feet of gas. The lake helps migratory birds on their journey, and it has its own legendary sea monster called Bessie. In a nutshell, Lake Erie is important to society in many ways. It provides food, water, shipping routes, and jobs for people. Migrating birds and other animals depend heavily on Lake Erie as well. Paul Fleischman once quoted, "You cannot see Canada across Lake Erie, but you know it is there. It is due the same..."
Take 2.
It is the same in spring. You must have faith, especially in Cleveland. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, this is Aditi from Brookvale Media, and today we will be talking about the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is the world's most famous painting for many reasons. Learn more about the Mona Lisa in this video, so stay tuned. The Mona Lisa is a piece of art created by Leonardo da Vinci, an incredible famous artist that created many paintings like The Last Supper, Lady with an Ermine, and Salvator Mundi. The Mona Lisa was painted in the span of 14 years, in 1503 to 1517. And you are probably wondering why it took so long to paint the Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci took 14 years to paint the Mona Lisa because he wanted it to be perfect, making thin layers and waiting for the layers of paint to dry. Also due to paralysis in the right hand and other projects at the time he was painting the Mona Lisa. And do you know why the Mona Lisa is so special? Well, let me tell you why the Mona Lisa is so special. The Mona Lisa is a special piece of art because of the hazy look, it is puzzling smile, and how realistic it looks. One of the many techniques Leonardo da Vinci used was sfumato. The sfumato technique is a fine type of shading and a subtle transition to another color. Another thing that makes the Mona Lisa so special is her puzzling smile. Some people do not know why the Mona Lisa is so special. Well, that is because it changes on the perspective of how the person sees it. Leonardo da Vinci used his mastery of sfumato and chiaroscuro, a contrast of light and dark for a sense of volume, to make the smile look and seem different in other perspectives. Lots of people do not know why the Mona Lisa was painted. Well, the Mona Lisa was painted because Francesco del Giocondo wanted a portrait of his wife, Lisa Cardini, to honor their newborn baby and new house. Did you know why the Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911 by Vincenzo Peredra? He was caught 2 years later calling an art dealer named Alfredo Gari to sell the painting. Vincenzo Peredra brought the painting to show Alfredo Gary in Florence and was arrested in his hotel on December 11, 1913. When Giovanni Poggi, director of Uffizi Gallery, stating it was the real Mona Lisa and got put back in the Louvre in January 1914. Vincenzo Peredri had been sentenced to 8 months of prison but got released 1 month earlier due to health problems. Here's a fun fact. Every year, about 10 million people come to see the Mona Lisa. I hope you liked today's video and it encouraged you to go and learn more about the Mona Lisa. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Dia, and I'm from Brookvale Media. If you are bored and do not know what to do at home, stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this production. There are many things to do at home. Here are some examples. Number 1, get some exercise. Take a walk, hit the gym, or practice yoga at home. Number 2, read a book or listen to a podcast to brighten your mind. Number 3, flex your creative muscles. Sketch, practice an instrument, or visit a museum. Number 4, play games, plan a vacation, or do house cleaning. Number 5, learn a new language, enjoy sunbathing, or make a playlist of your favorite songs. Number 6, play video games or go outside for a walk. There are so many things to do. Here are some more options. Talk with your friends on a device, go to the park, help your parents with errands they need help with, do extra schoolwork, get a head start on your homework, read a book, or watch TV. Try all these things. You might just like them. Staying bored will make you demotivated and lazy. If you still will not stop being bored, take some rest and read a book with that. After you get some rest, you will feel more energetic. Then you can think of what to do because you are not demotivated and lazy. Here's a quote from David Robson. Being bored could hinder our lives in ways we do not realize, but it may also have helped shape one of our most productive characteristics. According to BBC.com, people who are bored easily are exposed to depression, anxiety, anger, academic failure, poor work performance, loneliness, and isolation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and fill in the survey on our Brookvale Media website about what you think we should change and what you like about our videos. Thank you!
Hi, I'm Tanaya from Brookvale Media. Today I'll be talking about one of the biggest federal holidays that we celebrate in the United States of America, which is 4th of July, also known as Independence Day for the United States of America. It is the day when 13 states declared independence from Britain. Let us learn a few facts about what history has to say about Independence Day. On July 4th, 1776, the birth of American independence from British rule was declared. Benjamin Franklin signed the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence is a document that declared 13 American colonies free and independent. The document was mostly written by Thomas Jefferson. It outlined the colonists' grievances against King George III and the British government, asserting the principle of natural rights, liberty, and the right to self-government. It is a continuing reminder of the sacrifices made by those who fought for independence. The American flag is something you will be able to see everywhere on this day. Independence Day is celebrated in the United States with lots of enthusiasm and pride. The 4th of July is celebrated in several ways. There are fireworks, parades, barbecues, and picnics. It is a family reunion. There are political speeches and ceremonies. We usually celebrate the 4th of July with our friends and family. Every year, we visit our friend's place in their county. The roads are closed for people to drive and there are lots of stalls and fun stuff to play. There's shopping, snow cones, and lots of fun. Then we have lunch together. People start gathering and occupying places. They all come with their friends and family. There are songs, music, and programs, and people put their chairs, mats, and sit there. Then around 7 to 8 p.m., it gets extremely crowded. Our friends have a kayak, so we all have a get together on the kayak with food and go in the middle of the water as the fireworks begin at around 8:30 and go on until 9 p.m. There's a nonstop rhythm of sound and colors and fountains of light in the sky. It is a fantastic view, and it is so much fun to watch it. There are many more kayaks and boats parked in the middle of the water, and we all enjoy the fireworks. After the fireworks, everyone is back home happy and satisfied. Thanks for watching.